Today we will discuss about a very important part that is called as population. So today we are going to discuss about population. This is very important for your entrance point of view also, not only for board, for entrance also. This population is important. The population, many times I had told you about the definition of population. What is population? So listen carefully. Before going to population, first you have to know about a species. What is a species? Species is nothing. Each different kind of individual, each different kind of plant, each different kind of animal, each different kind of bacteria or microorganism represent a species. Each kind. For example, you can take a plant, one kind of plant. There are plants, there are animals. You take one plant. For example, you can take a banyan plant. Banyan is a species. You can take a mango plant. Mango is another species. So each kind. Here I have written two kind of plant. Banyan is one kind. Mango is one kind. So banyan is a species. Mango is another species. Similarly, if you take animal, in case of animal also you can find different kind of animal. For example, you can find in a forest there is a presence of tiger. Tiger is a species in the forest. Similarly, you can find a deer. So deer is another species. So each kind represent a species. Each kind represent a species. But what is population? So I am repeating again the same thing. What is population? Population is nothing. Population is the group of individuals of same species in a particular geographical area. Particular geographical area. For example, you take example of a forest. A forest in Indian condition. In India, one forest is there. Okay. In India, there is one forest. In this forest, if you look, if you count the number of individuals in the forest, in tiger, let tiger, number of tiger in this forest, number of tiger, count the number of tiger in this forest. Let you find the number of tiger is 100 in this forest. In a forest, particular forest, you find how many tiger? 100. And all the 100 represent what species? All the 100 represent tiger species. No one is deer. No one is deer. All the 100 individuals belong to tiger. So this 100, group of 100 represent a population, tiger population. So what is population? Population is nothing. Group of individuals of same species in a particular geographical area. Group of individuals. Group of individuals of same species in a particular geographical area, group of individuals of same species in a particular geographical area. Group of individuals. Group means here 100. 100 is a group. It is not single. 100 means it is a group. So group of individuals of same species. Same species means only one. Only one means only tiger. Here we are taking only tiger. If you take deer, so you have to count only deer. So this is the group of individuals of same species in a particular geographical area. In this particular forest, this is the population. If you go to another forest, you may find different number. May find 500 tiger, you may find 20 tiger, like that. So this is called population, group of individuals of same species in a particular geographical area. It's called as a population. In today's class, we will discuss about different attributes of population. Attributes means characteristic. What are the characteristics of population? This population is a very small term, but it possesses many characteristics. So today, we will discuss about the characteristics of this population or features of this population. What are the features? So now come to the features or attributes of the population. Attributes. Attributes or characteristics of population. Attributes of population. Attributes means characteristics of population. First, number one attribute of the population. Number one is population size. Population size, or also called as, or population density, or also known as population density. Population size, also known as population density, and the symbol of this population density is capital N. You have to remember, capital N represent the population density. Capital N. So what is population size or population density? Listen carefully. Population density or population size is nothing what already we have discussed. Just few minutes before, I had given one example. If you count the number of tigers in a forest, in a particular forest of India, we have taken let 100 number of tigers are found in a forest. This number 100 represent its size. If in the next year, if you go to the same forest, you may find increase in number. For example, now today you are observing 100 tiger. Today you are looking at 100 tiger in a forest, but in the same forest, if you go to the same forest in the next year, what you find? You may find there is increase in number. For example, in the next year there is increase in number to 120. So 120, what 120 indicate? 120 indicate there is increase in number of tiger due to reproduction in tiger. Due to reproduction in tiger, there is increase in number of tiger individual. So it indicates the size of the population increases. Size. So that's why it is called population size or density. Size is 100 previously, but after reproduction size is 120. Means in the same area is not increasing. The forest is not increasing. In the same area, the previous size, previous density is 100, and now in the next year when you go, the density is 120. Means the density can change. The size of the population can change due to reproduction. If there is more reproduction, there is increase in number of individual. If there is more death, there is a decrease in size or population density. So you have to remember what is population size or population density. Population size or population density is nothing. In a single sentence, you can remember number of individuals, number of individuals found in a population, number of individuals found in a population means a single species. Population is nothing, a single species. Population is a single species. In that population, how many number are found, that is called population size. We can take another example and compare. For example, in the same forest, we have counted the number of tigers. Number of tiger is coming 100. In the same forest, if I count the number of deer will not come same. The number of deer, if I count the number of deer, let number of deer is 1000. Number of deer is 1000 because deer are food for tiger. You never ever find any forest the number of deer is less. Deer are always food for the tiger. If tiger number is 100, you always found their food is more. If the number of food become less, then they will die due to lack of food. So that's why deer is 1000 here. So now you compare the size of tiger and the size of deer population. So tiger number is 100 in the forest and a deer number is 1000. So now come to this population size or population density. What it is written? Population density symbol is N, capital N. So N means number. From the number it comes N. So N or number. N means nothing. The number. So number of individuals found in a population. So if you look at this number of individuals found in a population. Now tell me about the tiger, number of tiger population. So number of tiger, NT, I can write NT here. T stands for tiger. Number means this population size, N means population size. So NT is 100, I can write NT is 100. Now I can write ND. ND means a deer population. ND means deer population. If you count the deer population, how much it is coming? It is 1000. So which one is large? This one is large. So I can say the population size N of deer is more than that of tiger. So population density is always more if number is more. So 1000 deer means population density is 1000, population density is 1000, 100 means number, population size or density is 100. So simply you remember population size or density is nothing, number of individuals found in the population. Okay, so you can write one example. 100 tiger represent the population size of tiger. 100 tiger in a forest. 100 tiger in a forest represent what it represent? N of tiger. N means population density equal to how much? 100. This is one example. For example, you can remember. For other species it will vary. For other population it will vary. It will not same. I have given example. Deer 1000. So next important characteristic of the population. Attribute means characteristic. This population size or density never remains same. For example, if you counted the number of tiger is 100, today you found 100 tiger. Next day or in the next week or in the next year, if you go to the same forest, you find some change in this number. You will find some change in this number. So students, what you find? You will find there is a change in the number in the next week or next year. Because of what? Because of reproduction. Already I had told you. Because of reproduction. Because reproduction continues in a species. And sometimes there is a death also. So that's why in the population size, this 100 will not remain same. The 100 NT number of tiger will not remain 100 for the throughout their life. It will change. Clear? It will change with time. So that's why this population density or N changes with time. And what are the factors changing this? One factor I had told you. One factor is reproduction. Reproduction means birth. When birth takes place, when number of individual increase due to reproduction, there is increase in this number. For example, you can take one example. Let this year you found 100 tiger in the forest. In the next year you find 120. Then there is a 20 reproduction. So addition by reproduction is 20. So similarly, in the next year, if you found there is a decrease, there is more deaths. So that's why one is a birth, another is a death. Birth, death, these are the factors or parameters which change this population size or density. So now we will discuss one by one what are the factors who are responsible for changing this population size or density. Population size or density fluctuates. The N N means population size. This N value fluctuates or changes. The N value fluctuates due to 4 parameters. Listen carefully. These are the important 1 mark questions both for CSE and CBSE. The N value or population size or their number fluctuate due to 4 parameters. Number one is called a natality. Number one is called as a natality. Second is called as a mortality. And third is called as a immigration. And the fourth one is called as a immigration and emigration. So these are the four parameters which are responsible for changing the population size. Please mute your audio. Which audio is on, please mute. So natality, mortality, immigration and emigration are the 4 factors which are responsible for changing from 100 to 120, 100 to in negative side 80, whatever that may be. So now we will discuss about these 4, very important. So first come to natality. The symbol of natality is capital B. You have to remember. The symbol of mortality is capital D. Symbol of immigration is capital I. And symbol of emigration is capital E. These are the 4 symbols used for natality, mortality, immigration and emigration respectively. Clear? So now one by one we will go to their definition, because each one's definition is one question. So first come to the number 1, that is natality. Natality means B. Its symbol is B. Population size is N, but natality is B. Don't think natality starts with N, we will write here N. Not like that. It is B, capital B. What is the definition of natality? Natality is nothing. The number of births. That's why it is written B. Number of births in a population. In a given time. For example, we can take in the forest. In the forest, I have given example. The number of tiger in the forest is 100. In the next year, in a particular time given is 1 year. In 1 year, let due to reproduction there is a birth. If there is reproduction, there is birth. Reproduction होगा तो बात होगा ना. Due to reproduction, let there is 20 births. So then population size will increase from 100 to 120. Yes or no? So natality or B increases the population size, you can say. It increases the population size. If population size is at one value, then due to birth, the population size will increase. That part you have to remember. Next, second is mortality, just opposite of natality. Very important. Sometimes difference comes. I will give the difference at the end. Natality and mortality. Natality is number of births in a population in a given time. Mortality is the number of deaths. That's why it is written capital D. Number of deaths in a population in a given time. Number of deaths in a population in a given time. Number of deaths. So natality means number of births. Mortality means number of deaths. Natality example we have taken. Let there is 20 births. So 100 become 120. Let in the same forest we will take. There is 20 births. We have taken 20 births. तो population size हो गया था 120. लेकिन सेम ईयर में कुछ तो डेथ होगा. जो बूढ़े होंगे old, aged. Those tigers which are aged, they will die. Let 40 tiger died in the same year. 20 बात हुआ लेकिन 40 डेथ हो गया. तो क्या होगा अभी पॉपुलेशन बताओ. 100 से 120 हो गया था. आफ्टर बाथ 100 become 120. But after death, what will become? 120 minus again 40, so it will come to 80. So actual population size become 80. So population size will not depend on one. Population size will depend on all the four. Means birth, death, immigration, emigration. Birth, death, immigration and emigration. So next come to what is immigration. What is immigration? Listen carefully, student. What is immigration and what is emigration? Now I am going to remove this part, population size. Now population size we have already understood. What is population and what is population size. Okay. So now we will discuss about the immigration. Immigration. Take the same example. We are taking the example of forest. In the forest, इनिशियल टाइगर पॉपुलेशन कितना था, एंटी कितना था, 100 था, एंटी था 100. नाटालिटी कितना आया, मोटालिटी कितना आया बताओ. एग्जांपल में लिख दिया. नाटालिटी मीन्स बर्थ, मोटालिटी मीन्स डेथ. दीज आर द सिंबल्स. नाटालिटी हुआ 20, मोटालिटी हुआ 40. मोटालिटी हो गया 40. लेकिन ये दोनों को छोड़ने के बाद ये दोनों का भी इंपोर्टेंस है. इमिग्रेशन क्या है? इमिग्रेशन. व्हाट इज इमिग्रेशन? लिसन केयरफुली स्टूडेंट्स. लेट आफ्टर बाथ ऑफ 20, ये 20 जो बात हुआ, ये तो नए नए टाइगर, छोटे छोटे बच्चे होंगे टाइगर का बच्चे. ये जो 20 बच्चे हुए, उनको देखने के लिए उनका कुछ रिलेटिव आएंगे. रिलेटिव कहां पर है? रिलेटिव थोड़ा बाहर है. ऐसे सोचो कि उनका जो रिलेटिव वो और एक फॉरेस्ट में है, यहां पर और एक फॉरेस्ट है. ओके, ये फॉरेस्ट नंबर 1 था, फॉरेस्ट 1, ये वाला है फॉरेस्ट 2. ओके, ये जो 20 टाइगर का बात हुआ इस साल, एक साल के अंदर 20 टाइगर का बात हुआ, उनको देखने के लिए, तो छोटे छोटे टाइगर है ना, उनको वो क्यूट टाइगर को देखने के लिए उनका कुछ रिलेटिव, दादा नाना जो बाहर है, वो चले आए और एक फॉरेस्ट से. कितना आए? लेट 20 टाइगर फ्रॉम द नियर बाय फॉरेस्ट केम हियर. दिस इज कॉल्ड इमिग्रेशन. दिस 20 इनवर्ड मूवमेंट, इनवर्ड, बिकॉज दिस 20 tiger, this 20 tiger which will come to this forest, they will settle in this forest for the lifetime because they left this forest. So that's why these 20 tiger come from other place to this population. It's called as a immigration. So that's why I can write immigration is 20, I-20. So immigration, what will be the definition of immigration? Listen carefully. Immigration is nothing, the one way, in one direction, one way or inward movement, because they are coming in, they are not out, they are in. In means for this population they are in, for this population, in this population they are added, they are inside this population, they are added from other population, so they are coming in. So inward movement of individuals from other population to a particular population is called immigration. Similarly, let after death of 40, 20 तो बात हुआ, 20 tiger taken baths, this is natality, but 40 tiger died also, this is mortality. Due to 40 deaths, let 10 tiger from this forest, 10 tiger from this forest left the forest to other place. 10 टाइगर, इस फॉरेस्ट का 10 टाइगर क्या करे? छोड़ के चले गए फॉरेस्ट. टू डिफरेंट थिंग. दिस इज ऑपोजिट ऑफ दिस वन. 20 टाइगर यहां चले आए छोटे बच्चे को देखने के लिए, लेकिन यहां से 10 टाइगर छोड़ के चले गए. दिस इज कॉल्ड एमिग्रेशन. तो एमिग्रेशन मीन्स द आउटवर्ड मूवमेंट. Immigration means inward, coming in, coming, going out, coming in, going out. Those who are coming in added to the population, immigration. Those who are going out, they are called immigration. Or in other words, we can say the number of individuals coming from elsewhere, other place, coming from elsewhere to a population is called immigration. Number of individuals who left the habitat and gone anywhere else, और कहां पर चले गए, that is called immigration. So what is immigration? Immigration, now we write immigration. Immigration is inward, one way. One way means only in this direction, not in this direction. One way inward movement. One way inward movement of individuals. One way inward movement of individuals, which will increase the population size, because when 20 will come from other forest and will come to this forest, 20 will get added to this initial land. So number will increase or decrease? Number will increase. So it will increase the population size. So immigration is one way inward movement. One way inward movement. You have to remember inward, not outward. Outward become immigration. Inward. One way inward movement of individual which increases n means population size, which increases the n, population size or density. Just opposite definition will be emigration. So what is emigration? One way outward movement, outward, not inward. Outward means they are going out to anywhere else. The number of individuals who left the habitat and gone anywhere else, that is called emigration. So one way outward movement of individuals which decrease the n, not increase, decreases n. Decreases n means when number of individuals gone to anywhere else, there is a decrease in the population size. These four important points you have to remember anyhow. Anyhow you have to remember. What is natality, mortality, immigration, emigration. So now tell me, we have discussed NT. NT was 100 initially. NT. So better I will write it is NT0. NT0 means initial. When we have counted NT0 initial it was 100. Can you tell me how much become NT final? Now after using these four parameters, can you calculate and tell me what will become? So you have to use all the four parameters. You have to use all the four parameters for calculation. How it will become final? 100. Initial is 100. Take initial is 100. Yes or no? What is B? B means natality, number of births. Number of births is 20. Can I add 20 plus 20? What is the number of death or mortality? D is 40 minus 40. Then I is 20. 20 tigers coming from other place and get added. So immigration is 20. So it will increase. Immigration always increases. And 10 left the forest. 10 left and gone anywhere else. So it become minus 10. So how much become final? 40 cancel. So it become 100 minus 10. Final population density or size is 90. Means population density decreases. Population density decreases. It indicates number of death is more. Number of death is more than births. Or number of individuals left the habitat is more than number of individuals get added. Clear? So these 4 points you have to remember. What is population? What is population density? What is natality, mortality, immigration and emigration? Very important. You have to remember